Welcome to Noteworthy Nomads. We're Ben and Anna. For over a year now, we've traveled full-time with our two dogs, Huck and Kane. This winter, we hit a moment we didn't see coming.
Done. I'm done.
Yep, that happened. But instead of calling it quits, we made a change, and it kicked off one of the best chapters of our road life so far. From February to April, we boondocked our way across Arizona, chasing sunsets,
Doodle, why are you in that dirt?
learning dusty lessons,
Come lay on the rug. There's a rug literally like 10 feet from you. All the other puppies are there. Oh God, you're so filthy. Don't you come in here. Don't you come in here. No.
and sharing campsites with friends who made the desert feel a little more like home. Our first stop was Gold Canyon, just outside Apache Junction, with front row views of the Superstitions. The scenery was incredible, and it's where we really started settling into the boondocking mindset. Turns out, it's a little more involved than just picking a pretty spot. Lost Dutchman State Park is an awesome place to hike. Wide desert views, winding trails, and plenty of cactus to keep you on your toes. Saguaros, cholla, prickly pear, the desert teaches you fast what not to brush up against.
Pretty, but don't touch. A choyo. A choyo. Don't get too close to that one. A prickly pear.
Anna Sharp presents Fun with Cactus.
Present sharp things.
Sharp thing. What you got going on?
I'm filling my bladder.
I thought you used to drain the bladder.
We broke in the aqua tank, hauling 60 gallons of fresh water back to the rig. Success! Water in the middle of nowhere.
So we got a 60-gallon aqua tank. Highly advised putting quick connects on these things. And you can't even reach the drain one. It needs an extension. We're running a pre-filter so that we don't get sediment in there. And yeah.
I used all the water in the camper, so we got to do something.
How'd you use all the water in the camper?
I washed a lot of dishes.
Why'd you make so many dishes?
Oh, because I made a lot of food.
After some time out here, we've got a few tips we think are worth sharing. Pay attention to the wind, or lose an awning. Dust? Accept it. It's gonna win. And if the road looks sketchy, stop. Walk it. Don't drag your house into a trap. After a year full-timing in our Valor 36V11, we started to realize the layout just wasn't working for us anymore. Then came the final straw. A slow leak we'd first noticed in Texas had turned into a much faster one by the time we'd made it back to Arizona. We patched it, reached out to Alliance, and waited. And waited. 6 weeks of silence. So instead of sticking it out in a rig that no longer fit our needs, we started looking at what else was out there. Enter the Brinkley Z3515. Cleaner, quieter, built like a tank, and a real office. Game changer. We had to have it. Well, we did it. We bought a new camper.
So what we got going on?
Making sandwiches in between packing, thus the disaster that is this camper.
Wait. Packing.
Yeah, done. I'm done. No more camper. No more camper life. We're done. We're moving out.
Did I know about this? So Anna has had a busy day. I've had a busy day.
We have a few more busy days ahead.
So what do you get?
Bro, we're getting a Brinkley.
You think Dell will be upset with us about the trademark infringement?
I mean, it's not like we're saying, dude, you're getting a Dell. Oh shit, I said it.
What was the final straw?
The closet, the sink, the toilet. I mean, that might be enough.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh my gosh, I am in my robe, sir.
Oh, I apologize. You are more dressed than usual right now.
Anything happening this week?
We bought a Brinkley.
You're getting a Brinkley?
We're getting a Brinkley. Finally, someone created a camper with an office. And
So-
it's
wait,
awesome.
Wait, this is our living room.
Isn't that
I'm at the sofa.
There's TV. That's our entire living room.
It's this bottleneck here for me that really, I just don't.
It's tight.
appreciate.
Where's your trash go?
Over there right now.
Well, that's pain.
Yeah, I'm really excited. The Brinkley has a trash can cabinet, so you don't have to trip over your trash. Are you excited for the new camper?
If you can't tell, we are in a completely new rig. We have a sofa, recliners, and most importantly, we have a table.
I thought I wouldn't care about a dining table, but I was wrong, and I really do.
We have double the island space, would you say? At least 20% more.
A little more than that, I think.
But we have area next to the stove. The TV's not right in our face. Much bigger pantry. And most importantly at all, a table. I think it makes for happy and
Yes. Indeed it does. I finished all my food.
After a few days settling into the new Brinkley, we were ready to hit the road again. Next stop, Bisbee, a hillside mining town turned artsy enclave in southern Arizona. We tackled the infamous Bisbee 1000 stair climb, winding through murals, funky shops, and admiring the art at every turn.
Here we go! Walking the Bisbee 1000 today with Rachel and Adam. Hello! Back there! Bisbee 1000!
It's literally a poem they were too.
I love how they had to give directions on how to use a rotary phone.
That is really cool.
Where do you park your car? Oh, it's just a little haven back here. More stairs.
Then we went deep underground at the historic Copper Queen mine.
Is it 6 underground or 600 underground?
We're going to find out.
Bring my own lighting.
Safety third.
feel the rhythm. Feel the ride. Get on up.
When you're talking about mining out of copper, it forms these large masses just like coal does. It does not run in veins like gold and silver and lead, but forms these large masses. If you look right above this wooden structure, it's called a square set. It is used in loose ground to protect the miners. But you look above that and you'll see the first tunnel cut in Bisbee. If you come in here in 1880, you have yourself a starter still, 10-pound single jack. You want to drive this still 8 to 6 inches into the ground. You strike it as hard as you can, turn it a quarter turn, strike it, turn it, strike it, turn it. You turn it to make a circular hole, easier to slide the dynamite in, and also keeps the steel from getting stuck. 22-inch still. By the time you're finished, you'll have one between 4 and 8 feet long. You put it, slide it into that collared hole, and now that you get serious about what you're doing. Now that it's a two-man operation, one man called the shaker is holding the still. He can never let go of it. Call him shaker for 2 reasons. He's shaking the still, and he's shaking in his boots. Because guess what happens if the striker misses the still? So now when you got your striker back here, he's going to come around, he's going to hit this as hard as he can. It gets turned. Come right back into it, strike it again as hard as you can. It gets turned. If you let go of it, the still simply falls out of the mouth. You have to hold it to drive it. The only time the shaker lets go of that still is when the striker misses. And this is all driven by candlelight. It's before the days of electricity or carbide lamps down here. So they're setting up, you can burn 1 candle at a time to make your 6 candles last through a 10-hour shift.
Quirky, cool, surprisingly charming. Bisbee's one of those places that should definitely earn a spot on your worth the detour list. A 2-day stop in Tombstone? Just what Doc Holliday ordered. We celebrated St. Patrick's Day the best way a bunch of Americans know how, with shepherd's pie and Irish car bombs among friends. Naturally, we couldn't leave Tombstone without joining a ghost tour. We explored the old Good Enough Mine, took a bus ride to Boot Hill Graveyard, and heard tales of terror all along the way.
Alrighty, folks, welcome to the Good Enough Silver Mine. Now, in just a moment, I'll open this here gate and we'll go inside. The actual legend of the Tommyknockers comes to us out of the coal mining districts in England. And what would happen is if a guy got turned around and couldn't figure out how to get out, he would just sit down, take a rock, and tap on the side of the mine with that rock. Now, they got to calling those guys Tommyknockers, because honestly, most of them was named Tommy, and they was knocking on the side of the mine. We found this down in the mine. Some miner actually used this back in the 1800s. Inside this lunchbox, there's a pan and an offering for the Tommyknocker. I'm not going to try to fool you, it's nothing but animal crackers, but they seem to like animal crackers because they always eat them when we leave them behind. As we leave the mine and head back for the trolley, circle around here, grab an offering for the Tommyknockers and drop it in the pan. And sometimes my guests wonder, why is Tombstone so haunted? Well, I think that has to do with what's underneath your feet. You see, underneath you is several layers still of things like silver, copper, zinc, tin, lead. All of that's underneath your feet. Now here on the right is Shefflin Hall. Now Shefflin Hall is a known haunted location. But ever since then, the folks that live in this part of town will tell you from time to time, they still see the scary George babies walking up and
A little spooky, a little theatrical, and full of phantasmic flair. Ghosts, maybe. Ghost stories, absolutely. Did you know there's a place in Arizona where you can boondock with an eyesight of an actual movie set? Welcome to Mezcal, filming location for Tombstone and many other westerns. We parked just across the street, and as soon as we realized how close we were, we booked a tour. Cowboys, cactus, and no neighbors.
That was Wyatt Earp's house in Tombstone, if I'm correct.
And that was Virgil's.
This hotel was 3 stories. It was painted green with red.
It's a fixer-upper.
You know, when the Earps and Doc come down, Sheriff Behan comes out of the Fly's photography, says, "I disarmed them."
Is that brick?
No, I'm not even sure what it is.
It's like plastic.
Yeah, plastic, something.
That's crazy.
All in all, our first winter boondocking was a success. Arizona threw us a few curveballs, but it also gave us room to breathe, quiet nights, and memories we won't forget.
It's our 1 year anniversary.
If you're thinking about trying it, here's our advice. Take your time. Know your route.
Woo! That was a bounce.
Don't fear the dust. And be ready for anything.
Hey, go listen, go home.
Hit like, subscribe, and stick around for more RV life, upgrades, and off-grid adventures in our Brinkley Z3515. Thanks for riding along. We'll see you down the road.
He's like, what's happening?
Why are you talking to me like that?
Are we moving again?